Right, so here we go. Let Tweety Pie and Sylvester out. He's a red rump, but he's got also a bit of red on his belly, which isn't normal. Normally have a yellow belly. Attaboy, come on, gates open. Oh, you sook. And they're away. Today's video is about red rumps, Joey. Yeah, what about you? What about you climbing up on me? Hello, Poopy. Where's Sylvester and Tweety? As soon as I move that leaf, she's going to fly away, isn't she? So these are our red rumps. That was Sylvester, and that is Tweety. Tweety Pie's female, Sylvester's male, of course. Hey Joe, start. This is Tweety. She is a female Lutino red rump. So in the wild you would not see one that looks anything like this. In the wild should be a pale sort of olive green, and the females don't have red rumps like the males. She's yellow all over, Tweety. She doesn't have red eyes, which is quite nice, and her boyfriend is sort of in behind that Cariota leaves there somewhere. Do you know where Sylvester is? Where's Sylvester? Where's Sylvester? I could see him before, I can't see him now. Where's he gone? You know? Oh, there he is. Sylvester is playing hard to get today, but there they both are. Sylvester is a standard red rump parrot. Now, red rumps come from Australia, as do most of the birds I've got. They live for about 15 years. They're a grass parrot in that they hang around grasslands and sort of open woodland sort of areas. So we got both of these guys from a bird show. There was no other female red rumps at the show on display, but the guy that we bought Sylvester from was transporting some Lutino ones, and we were able to purchase Tweety at the same time, so that was good. So we got both of them at once. They lived inside with us for a short period of time, just so they got used to us and stuff, in the same cage that lots of the birds in here have grown up in. And then they were brought out into the aviary and have loved it ever since. Tweety is quite vocal, as you can hear. She does that quite a lot, particularly in the evening. Well, not in the evening, in the late afternoon. It's when everybody's sort of settling down. She gets quite vocal, as does Sylvester. And she's also a bit of a bully. She's tweeting like that at the moment because she doesn't know where Sylvester's gone. She's calling him and he's ignoring her. Sylvester for a long time paid no interest in Tweety at all. He was far more interested in the turquoisines. Had a crush on a few turquoisines. Used to harass them a bit. But Tweety is now his girlfriend, finally. Now she's sort of settled down and the two of them are quite chummy now. But she's still the boss. You know, if she wants a preen, she'll bully him until he does it. She's a bully all round, really. None of the other birds can really go anywhere near her because she will chase them off. You know, including the cockatiels. She's a big bully. But when it comes to nesting, you really got to be careful. So I've got a few ideas for things to do before nesting season again. Just coming up soon. Just to try and keep her away from the other birds when they're nesting, and to try and keep them out of going into her nest. If anybody goes into her nest box, it's all over Red Rover. She's being very vocal at the moment. And old Sylvester over here is just ignoring her. Isn't he, mate? They're kind of like a large, grumpy version of a turquoisine. Just come back from holiday, and Tweety Pie has just popped out of this box. Joey, please don't scream on my ear, mate. Hey. Joey, shush. In this box we have our first ever red rump baby. It will be interesting to see what colour they turn out, the baby. There's also another egg in there, but probably won't hatch, I would say. They've tried quite a few times, the red rumps. Tweety's wanted to be a mummy for a long time. She's finally got it right. Hopefully it gets to full size without anything happening. I'll keep you updated. I think these two have been telling me to get more grass. The babies must be getting demanding. Let's have a quick look-see in here before I go get the grass. Where's that hole? Better cover that up. Whee! Looking pool over me. They're getting big. They're getting big. Okay, so leave it to it. Looks as though one of the babies is out. Boy, they grow up fast. Now, I haven't had much experience with red rump babies, but that looks like a female to me.
Okay, he's stuck on the mesh. Young birds kind of get stuck on the mesh a bit. They grab on, and when they try and take off, they don't sort of realise their claws are still hanging on. Takes them a while to get used to it. Other two in the box, squawking away. They heard their sibling squawk. They will probably be out by the end of the day or tomorrow. One did hatch a day before the others. Who wants grass? Let's clean up all the old grass in here. You guys haven't been eating enough of it. Yeah, he's a clever boy. He's clever mummy and daddy this time round. Finally got some babies. It's going to be chaos when all three of them are in here with you, isn't it? Where are we going to put everybody? Quail are checking it out. Protective of his offspring. Never seen him do that to a quail before. How you doing, mummy? How you doing, little birdie? They're rather feisty now. And just learning to fly. But still like the comfort of the nest. And they look like they might all be females. All three of the babies are now out of the nest box. Unfortunately today fireworks went on sale for Guy Fawkes and it's a Saturday. It's 7 o'clock at night at the moment, and within the next hour or so people will start letting off fireworks, which isn't a great start for these little guys. Okay guys, what are you doing stuck on there? I'm not going in there just because it's a bit chaotic. Don't want to upset them too much at this time of the day. 5 red rumps flying around in that aviary can be a little bit full on. We'll video them again tomorrow properly. So everybody's okay after the first weekend of fireworks, so that's good. They're learning to fly quite well now. I just had to catch one to get some grass that was wrapped around its leg off, and it was quite difficult. It's a bit chaotic in here with 5 of them flying around your head. Here's the other one. There it is. So I don't think they can all stay in here. It's a little bit cramped for 5 red rumps, I reckon. So I might try some of them back, or maybe all, back in the main Pheasantasiam. Might try opening the door up again here, just now that they've bred, and let them all use both sides, everybody, until it comes to breeding time again, and then separate Sylvester and Tweety off again. Don't know. I might have to go and try and quiet down a couple of cockatoos. Okay, so there you go. The babies have all survived to adult size, and hopefully shortly, once they've learnt how to fly properly, we can put them on the other side, integrate them with other birds, and we've got some new members of the Pheasantasiam family. Here we are in the Red Rumpery. It's not what I normally call it, but anyway. And everybody is out having their breakfast, which consists of a lot of fresh grass. But we're in here today to have a look at these little babies. As you can see, they're just starting to feather up. Cute little grey fluff balls at the moment. Can't tell whether they're male or female yet. Okay guys, leave you alone. Just take note of the colour of these two when we go and have a look in the other nest box. We also have two babies. One is much smaller than the other, as you can see, but also what are you trying to do? Also one, the smaller one, looks to be getting grey fluff, whereas the larger one, which is currently getting his face pushed into the bottom of the nest, is clearly a different colour. It has white fluff and pink eyes. So I think we have our first yellow baby. So of all the babies we've had so far, they've all looked just like these two. But what are you doing, Sylvester? Leave her feet alone. Something I've noticed about Red Rumps, they have a bit of a foot fetish. When they're doing mating things, the males chew on the feet and legs of the females. It's very interesting. I don't know if all of them do that, or whether it's just the ones I've had do that. Anyway, we're going to have another yellow. You see the muted colours if that young one goes back over to Sylvester. Sylvester has a lot more blue on him than his son there. He also has that little bit of red on his chest, which this one doesn't have. It's a little bit paler all over. Babies are out. There's one female down there. Two males just there. And there's one more female somewhere. There's the neighbour sneezing. He's got a hell of a sneeze. The other female is likely to be underneath here. There we go. Time to get up. Giving them lots and lots of grass every day while they've been feeding their babies, and they've been asking me for it. As soon as they see me in the morning, they come over to the mesh and ask. There's the Red Rumps from the previous clutch hanging on the door, trying to say hello to their new siblings. So we've got a lot of Red Rumps now, 9 Red Rumps. So where they're all going to go, I'm still not sure. The other 3 have settled in well in the Pheasantasiam. But whether I want to put another 4 in there, I'm not too sure about that. Next season I think I will make her a bigger box as well. That one wasn't really big enough with all the babies in there. Make a bigger, deeper one. Red rumps everywhere. If you do have red rumps, remember they are grass parrots. In Australia, in the wild, they live primarily on grasses, grass seeds, grass leaves, grass roots. So if you can give them grass, they'll be much happier. Just a real quick one today, everybody. I have built another nest box. That's Tweety's nest box there. She is currently in there by the looks. She is sitting on the eggs now, I think. I think she started. I had a look the other day and there was 3 eggs in there. There may now be 4 and she may now be sitting. So the other box is there, which has 1 egg in it, to those 2 there. As for the Pheasantasiam and eggs, this is a bit of an egg update. I've been tricked by some birds. So I've been watching this nest box. You can see the turkey feathers building up. And I saw some eggs in here the other day and I thought, woohoo! Some turquoisine eggs. And then earlier on this morning I lifted the lid and thought, oh, there's a female in there. But it was you, wasn't it, sweetie? You're not a turquoisine. So unfortunately, one of the red rumps has managed to get in. She has lost a bit of weight and squeezed herself in there, and she was sitting on those 4 eggs this morning when I lifted the lid off. She didn't want to get off. So those eggs won't hatch because there's no male red rumps in here. And I don't think she will have been mating with anybody else in here that might cross. So those are a waste of time, but more importantly, or more annoyingly, the red rumps are getting into this nest box, which can be dangerous if they go in there when there's a turquoisine in there. So I might have to make smaller holes again. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're staying safe wherever you are in the world at the moment, and I will see you on another one.